Welcome back to the channel. Today we wanted to talk a little bit about the estimated cost going into prepping it. It is the septic, the power, and the well. So we're going to start with septic since that's our most important thing that we want to get on the property right away. And that would be, go ahead. What is, you're the numbers guy. Go ahead.
6,000 to 8,000 for the septic.
Traditional.
So these our estimates right now are 6,000 to 8,000 for the septic. Around 8,000 for the electric, and the well. The well is also going to be. It's going to come in under 10. It depends on how deep they have to go, and from the neighbor's well, it shouldn't be that deep. Hopefully, it just depends. It just depends.
It just depends. It could be the same as the wells in the area, or it could be totally different. But with the well guy, the driller coming out and looking at it and looking at the properties around, that's kind of what his rough estimate was.
8,000 on it. So
right. And next was the power, which, okay, so we did decide to put this one on the grid. Lord willing, if it can happen. If not, the backup is solar. So we have a couple of options of putting it on the grid, and if neither one of those work out, then we're kind of forced to do solar, and that's fine with us too. But we did talk to some of the real estate agents in the area, and they recommended that their clients would prefer it to be on the grid. Even if they're going off grid, it's just something that they have already set up and they don't have to fool it. So and where we are going to be setting this up to possibly sell, our plan is to sell it, and so I mean that was our reasoning for doing that. Lord willing, we'll have an off-grid property in the future, just maybe not this one.
yes.
Is that it? Well, let's see. So that was the power.
That's power, well, and septic. The three main. That's our water, our electricity, and our waste disposal. So that is going to get that's going to get our foundation, and then the next thing will actually be the foundation.
Right.
Will be, we're planning a concrete slab, 24 by 30, with a cabin on it of 20 by 30 with a 4-foot porch, an outbuilding, some type of outbuilding,
right?
And to get it set, and then we'll have the garden with
What do we? Yeah, well,
a chicken coop with a couple chickens, but it's an acre, so we're not going to be doing any more animals. Probably not going to be doing any more animals. The only thing we would be able to do would be a couple
goats, maybe
Nigerian dwarf goats, something like that.
Maybe a mini cow. Without
very possibly a mini cow,
right?
Mini Jersey or something,
right?
And so, but that would, depending on how quick everything goes, the electric is the furthest out at 3 to 4 months. So we're in March, and that's going to put us 3 to 4 months after March. And we can do the well just about any time after the spring breakup. So as soon as the roads open back up,
so yeah, explain that to us a little bit more, because we were from Kentucky, we've never heard of the season for the
spring breakup. They close a lot of the side roads down because of the thaw.
All of them, right?
Because of the thaw, and the moisture, all the water in the ground, it
deteriorates.
Thaws. Well, after the freeze, after it's froze all winter, and then it thaws out, and then spring breakup. Makes sense. In Kentucky, y'all can think about doing that. They keep a lot of the side roads in better shape, but they're not in coal trucks anymore, so no big deal. Anyway, so with all that being said, our next thing is the consultation on the septic, which is next Thursday. They will come out, give us an estimate on where to put it, what kind of trees we got to knock down. They will be doing the whole site prep, so they'll be getting rid of a lot of our
The underbrush.
underbrush
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So roughly about 30,000. We'll update you as each thing progresses and how we came out on that. Hopefully under.
Hopefully,
not over.
well under 30,000.
Right. But,
Around 20 to 25,000 for those three, and then the concrete slab, we got one rough estimate of that at 10,000.
right, 8 to 10.
But that was with somebody else doing the work. So if we can do that work, then we've not priced the concrete by the yard or anything yet.
Right.
And the cabin is, we're not wanting to do a stick build. We're wanting to actually use logs. We checked with the local log company, and they only deal with the bigger logs more than what we can do by hand, but we're going to check with some of the
really big ones. We want it about that size.
yeah. How big was that for you? Yeah.
18, 24, and then we
Yeah.
want to shrink it down to about 8 to 10.
Some of the more
Ish.
just
Something that we
cookie,
can both.
yeah, cookie cutter type, just basics,
Right.
uh,
Something that the
logs,
kids can help raise also. With
and the some of the kits, maybe something like that. There's a couple places in town that have the logs that are built the way that we want to do it, and may even be able to come out cheaper because current lumber prices. I've not checked here locally, but before we left back east, well, 5 years ago when we were building in roughly 2014, 15, it was $5 to $7 for a 7/16 piece of OSB chipboard, and the last price before we left Kentucky in 2020, it was $24 for one sheet of 7/16, and one of the other local homesteaders said that they just paid $40, over $40, 40 and some change, 41 or something, $40 for one sheet of 7/16. So, well, I mean, he got more than one sheet,
Yeah.
but it was,
Right.
but yeah, per sheet, $40 a sheet for 7/16. So, at those prices, I don't even want to know what a 2x4 costs. So, we're going to try to do our maybe a kit. There are some kits over in Montana. Some companies in Montana I've heard about that do kits. And just going to keep checking. But right now we've been through a great stretch of just beautiful weather.
Really?
And it's supposed to start raining tomorrow. So we're assuming that it may end up turning chilly and rainy for a few weeks. Who knows? So, hopefully global warming will keep us, on this nice 60-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So anyway, we'll get back with you. Hope you enjoyed our video. If you do, please consider subscribing. Because it really does help when you like our videos, and comment. See you next week.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Mm-hmm. Bye.